I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of IWC. Today, I'll be your guide to the IWC Big Pilot's Watch Perpetual Calendar Edition Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, a 1 of 750 special series in stainless steel. This is reference 5038-01. Let's start on the outside and work our way in. A substantial watch requires a substantial clasp, and here you get it. Double finished, alternately polished, and satin. It's substantial and anchors the watch on the wrist, preventing accidental droppage while donning or removing it bedside, for instance, by looping with the opposite side strap and joining both ends solidly together. The strap is an upscale aviator-style calfskin with sheer-cut flanks and a contrasting stitch. It's fashioned by the Italian house Santonin, a specialist in luxury leather. You can see the company's signature signal orange on the underside, completely cloaked when the watch is worn on the wrist. The substantial strap gives way to a substantial case. Inspired by 1940s instrument watches worn by military pilots, the Big Pilot's case is also elegant in spite of its mass. Satin finished for reduced glare in a cockpit environment, it does feature luxury highlights such as the hairline bevel polished along the caseband, as well as the gentle slope and polished conical section of the upper bezel where it abuts the dial. With a beautiful step intermediate line that runs between the caseband and the bezel, the watch has strong masculine character lines that span its circumference, in addition to the sensuous compound curves of the blended lugs. The dial, however, is the star. You can see it is a spectacular sunburst cocoa. It has elements of chocolate, it has elements of tobacco, it has elements of bronze and gold, all blended in. It features white printing and all applied white gold indices and Arabic numerals that are luminescent at the four corners and at the center with the broadsword hands. It features a beautifully symmetrical cruciform layout of subregisters, and therein lie the complications this timepiece offers its user. It's not just a perpetual calendar, it's a perpetual calendar with the date, with the month, with the day of the week, with the moon phase of the day, with the year, the decade, the century, and the millennium. And it's fully coordinated and sequential, such that the system, designed by IWC's legendary watchmaker Kurt Claus, allows you to adjust all functions in sync. Note how the day, the date, and the month all advance along with the moon phase. All adjustments to the perpetual calendar are not just coordinated such that you can't get mixed up and create imaginary dates, but everything is actuated through the crown itself. So unlike conventional perpetual calendars from other brands, there are no pusher adjusters or dimples to mar the flanks of the case or the space between the lugs. It's simple to set as an automatic watch with a date. It's also easy to wind and set thanks to the immense screw-down style vintage-inspired onion crown, as practical today as it was in the 1940s. The moon phase is an extraordinary achievement of IWC, not only part of the coordinated Kurt Claus perpetual calendar system, it's accurate such that it requires only one adjustment every 577 years. Turn the watch over, and now you can see IWC's manufacture, caliber 52610, 54 joules with a 7-day power reserve. You can see the watch is noted as 1 out of 750, as this is a limited series dedicated to the pioneering aviator, airmail pioneer, and French resistance fighter Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Also an accomplished author, he inspires both his namesake series at IWC as well as the edition Petit Prince featured on many modern lines. The watch features a balance that is both free-sprung and blessed with a Breguet-style overcoil. The free-sprung architecture ensures that it can take and hold a precise regulation in the face of bumps or disruptions on the wrist. It's simply more stable for a sports watch. The overcoil ensures that relative to gravity or in different positions, the watch maintains chronometric performance of the highest order, as well as isochronism. Isochronism, or a regular rate over a period is also assured by the upgrade to twin mainspring barrels on the 50,000 series calibers, and you can see both mainspring barrels providing the 168 hours of power reserve beneath the skeletonized barrel bridge. Of course, heat-oxidized, kiln-fired blued screws are visible, and the entirety is protected down to 6 bar or 60 meters static test depth, such that on a water-resistant strap, IWC would approve this watch for surface water exposure. Now, the timepiece, in addition to featuring sequential setting, also features IWC's stop seconds functionality, such that the constant seconds of the watch can actually be halted at 9 o'clock, and you can synchronize this watch with its 577-year moon phase down to an interval of time as small as a single second. Finally, now rendered in ceramic, both pawl and pawl wheel, IWC's robust bidirectional Peloton-style winding system remains as efficient as ever, and now in ceramic, the mechanical engineering tradition of the Albert Peloton winding system operates completely unlubricated for even greater durability over time. Not only is the watch protected to 60 meters test depth, it also features the extraordinary refinement of blowout protection, such that neither of the two sapphire crystals nor the crown gaskets will be blown out in the event of explosive decompression of an aeronautical environment. Now, that might be far more than you'll ever demand of your luxury watch, but luxury is, after all, about getting more than you need. You can see this and the entire collection of IWC premium timepieces on our website, govbergwatches.com.